When Jubilee has de-whipped 4 of its members of parliament. Now the Jubilee party has orchestrated a major surprise coup with its own committee chairpersons in parliament, triggering grumbling and a verbal war among MPs. President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto on Thursday summoned over 60 Jubilee members of parliament and the 4 committees of the National Assembly that elected chairs and vice chairmen outside the party's preferred lineup. During the meeting at State House, Nairobi, members were directed to pass votes of no confidence resolutions in the leadership of the 4 controversial committees and have them removed. Nandi Hills lawmaker Alfred Keter was elected chairman of the Labour and Social Welfare Committee, accused State House of intimidating members and interfering with the oversight role of Parliament.
The leadership wrangle surrounding 4 parliamentary committees in the National Assembly took a new twist when State House moved in to stamp its authority. Alfred Keter, Silas Tiren, David Kangogo and Alex Kosgei were summoned to State House and all the 60-plus Jubilee MPs in the 4 committees to explain why they defy the party's preferred lineup. Keter and his other 3 colleagues did not attend the meeting, though the rest of Jubilee members of the targeted committees attended. The meeting lasted 4 hours, and members asked to pass a vote of no confidence in their committee leadership.
Members of Parliament have been summoned to State House. They were given directions and orders to sign letters purporting that they were not in their right senses when they were voting us. Because it is very unfortunate that members of Parliament can be intimidated by the executive.
However, Majority Whip in the National Assembly, Benjamin Washali, defended State House.
And this is not about twisting. This is not about the president forcing anybody. In fact, in this matter, leave the presidency out of this.
Political parties cannot intimidate Parliament to the extent of choosing them who is going to sit as a chair of different committees.
On his Facebook wall, Moiben MP, who was elected chairman of Agriculture and Livestock Committee, said, and I quote, "I cannot be a pushover, and I'll remain chairman of the committee, as elected by MPs, and there is no way I'll be pushed out," end of quote.
We know what they're after. These are now cartels who are misleading the presidency and the president to ensure that they have puppets in the name of chairs of different departmental committees because they want to loot. It is very clear. Like for my case, they know my capacity, that I will not entertain any looting, both in the NSSF, a National Institute of Training Authority, NITA, and the entire labor and social welfare, the different departments that are under my committee. There are issues in agriculture touching on the fertilizers, where they've been importing fake fertilizers. So the cartels want to continue importing fake fertilizers. They want to import maize. They want to import sugar at the expense of the farmers.
I remember I was served with him in the Committee of Agriculture. And what he is mentioning, he never mentioned when we were there as members. In fact, it's us who are raising issues of sugar. How come that now he has become more clever than he was before?
In December, President Uhuru Kenyatta chaired a Jubilee Parliamentary Group meeting at State House, Nairobi, where a list of lawmakers preferred to be elected chairs and vice chairpersons of various committees was read out. But when members converged for elections, Jubilee MPs in 4 committees ganged up with opposition MPs and rejected the State House lineup. Nandi Hills MP Alfred Keter was elected chairman, Labour and Social Welfare Committee, and defeated Bora MP Ali Wario, fronted by Jubilee. Moiben MP Silas Tiren was elected chairman, Agriculture and Livestock Committee, and floored Mandera East MP Aden Ali, fronted by Jubilee. Marakwet East MP David Kangogo Bowen floored Ijara MP Sophia Ali, who had been selected by Jubilee to be the vice chair of Environment and Natural Resources Committee. Mgwen MP Alex Kosgei attempted to defy the party line to contest against Kieni MP Kanini Kega for chairmanship of the Trade, Industry and Cooperatives Committee before withdrawing his candidature. Embakasi North MP James Mwangi Gakoyo went against the party wish and was elected chairman of Parliamentary Broadcasting and Library Committee. The 5 MPs refused to surrender their elective positions and were de-whipped. They went to court and obtained an injunction. Keter questioned the shenanigans of members who attended the State House meeting.
On this issue, we must invite doctors, psychiatrists to deal with their cases so that we see whether it is today or that time when they were not in their right senses.
Last week Wednesday, Deputy President William Ruto held a meeting with the 4 MPs with other Rift Valley MPs at Western Hotel, where he demanded that the four step down. They refused. Patrick Amimo, KTN News.
When the main question is what is exactly happening within the ruling Jubilee party, even as they've de-whipped 4 members of parliament. Apparently, they're also saying some sort of a storm is going to be witnessed within that party because some members of parliament, especially from the Rift Valley, are already expected, or rather they're expected to support these 4 members of parliament. They include, of course, Alfred Keter, the Nandi Hills member of parliament, who now serves as the Labour and Social Welfare Committee chairman. He has been very vocal, and apparently he's part of the members of parliament who've been doing it by Jubilee. And then we have Silas Kipkoech. He is the Agriculture and Livestock chairman. Is the Moiben member of parliament. And then there's David Bowen, who is the Environment and Natural Resources Committee chair. Is the Marakwet East member of parliament. And there's James Gakuya, who is the Embakasi North member of parliament. At this moment, he is the chairman of the Parliamentary Broadcasting and Library Committee. Apparently, all these members of parliament, the chairs of various committees in parliament, Jubilee is accusing them of going against the party position during election for parliamentary committees leadership. But this is what Alfred Keter is saying, the chair of the Labour and Social Welfare Committee, is saying that the party leaders cannot dictate who is to be elected in the committee, and apparently saying that they want, the Jubilee leaders don't want him, or they want him out because they don't want oversight, and they want puppets, apparently, they can manipulate at will. Of course, that is our top story this morning. We'd like to hear your view on the same at a time when we've seen that surprise coup within Jubilee Party. 4 members of parliament have already been de-whipped. So what is your take